Hello, this reading is going to be for Taurus. This is going to be your weekly for March the 8th to March the 15th. Today is March the 8th, so hopefully you guys are having a great week so far. We're going to see what we have for you. Alrighty. Let's see what we can get for Taurus. So the first thing I'm hearing is distractions. So there might be some distractions or whatever, but don't let nobody distract you from what you have going on or what you're trying to do. You know what? I always get feel good vibes with Taurus and people wanting to be around you. So we have service and we have self-sufficiency. And I think you guys always wind up in service too. Like, for some reason, relationship, true love. That's sweet. We're going to see what that's about. The true love is right next to the relationship. So that could be a relationship coming in that is your true love or once in a lifetime partner. You know that Monica song, you only get one love, one in a lifetime. You only get one love, one in a lifetime. Can't believe you only get one love per lifetime. So let's see, is there anything else for Taurus? A whole bunch of stuff. But that's why I was saying like distractions. So just be don't let the distractions get to you. We didn't need all that. We didn't. Impatience and money. Yeah, we didn't need all that. But that's just having those distractions. This card did come out. So I am, well, two came out. So I am going to leave it. So that's travel in reverse and that's clarity. So that's like you may need clarity about a relationship or somebody wanting to know like where the relationship stands with you. Depending on what they did. Or depending on what happened. So there's a relationship that doesn't have any clarity or a relationship that didn't come into fruition just yet because the clarity is in reverse. So, and for self-sufficiency, we have travel in reverse. So that could be like difficulty. It may be hard for you to travel the way you want to. I'm not sure why. We're going to get into it. Or it might just be hard for you to move around, or this could be just like you having to go forward in spite of the obstacles or the distractions. Because that's what I was saying earlier. Don't let the distractions stop you. So with it being self-sufficiency, this is being able to go forward despite movement being slow. Because it's traveling in reverse. So it might be just the moves you're making. You may have to pace yourself. But nevertheless, you're able to make it through the obstacles and achieve the goals that you need to achieve. So we do have impatience. So let's see. Let's go to, I don't want to deal with this relationship and this true love because that's, you know what I'm saying, that's something I don't want to. Let's see what the reading entails before we go to this situation, because the reading might tell us why this relationship has no clarity and why this true love is right here. So, but I'm hearing like this is a person that probably tried to put you in a blind or something or not tell you like what this relationship means to them, or just not even make you aware of the relationship. Be mindful though, because people are out here claiming people that doesn't belong to them and just claiming people without letting them know like you're mine. And this person might not be clear about, even if you don't want to be in a relationship, they're still saying that we go together, you know. So just we're gonna move on so I can see how we can really get the truth out of this person, because obviously they have no understanding. But what's for impatience? And it could just be people not understanding what a relationship is about. You know, everybody want to get in a relationship but don't understand what it is about. Ask your grandparents like how severe being in a relationship is. Ask your grandparents, not your parents, because your grandparents would know more. But what's for impatience? Can we get anything for impatience for Taurus for their weekly? And it is next to money, so they could be like money coming in, but coming in slower than usual or slower than you would like it to. Just be aware that even if it's not there, what did he say? He's not there. He's probably not there when you want him to be, but he's always on time. That's talking about the good Lord. But know that the money is going to come when he needs to, even if it's coming slow. It's because you don't need it yet. You're going to take that money and blow it. He's going to give it to you when you need it, right when the circumstance is like detrimental. Now you got the money to take care of it. But we say impatience, right? For impatience, we have failure and we have cutting away. So, I feel like as you pace yourself, because the Ace of Swords is cutting things away, it's going to cut away at any failures that present themselves or any obstacles or anything that tries to stop you. If you're not going too fast, you'll be able to. It's like a vehicle. If you're not going too fast, you can brake in time before you have a wreck. But if you're going too fast, you might not be able to brake in time. So this is like pacing yourself so that you won't have a failure. And being able to, like, as you move, you notice what can make you fail. I think I did tell you, I always get this, like, you know how to do stuff, though, right? But you know how to catch stuff right before it's about to fail. You know how to catch, like, a person who's something about to drop and they're able to catch it on time. Like, you're able to catch things before they get too far out of control because of your ability to pace yourself and see all angles. People who move too fast cannot see all angles. Let's see what we have for money. That's why I say I'm going everywhere but to their relationship, ain't it? Because I don't know if I should be touching on such a touchy subject. That seemed like a touchy subject. So let me, work my way around it. That might be what the person is feeling is a sensitive subject. So they trying to work their way around that part. Or even you trying to avoid it and work your way around it. But what do we have for money? Can we get anything for money? Girl, I'm so proud of you so much, babe. Get into you. Baby girl, I'm proud of you. Don't worry about no hater, girl, I'm proud of you. Okay, nothing for money. So what's for service? But I think we already said what we needed to say for money anyway. Let's see if we can go to service. Anything for service. That's luxury. See how it came out? Look at that money over there. I told you there's money coming in slow. We don't even want you to address it because it's going to be there when you need it, Taurus. Like, don't worry about the money. The money will follow you. It's like people who focus on money too much never really get it. It's not worried about the money. That's when it comes in. You weren't even expecting the money come in because you wasn't so focused on it. But for service, we have valor and we have luxury. So this is just be mindful that the service that you do or the work that you do, people will try to come against you. These are people who sit up. Taurus, I'm trying to be polite here. These people wanted to stop your service or your flow. And it's because they feel like they don't have nothing to do with it. These are people who want you to engage them more than you engage the service or the activity that you do. And they feel like since they're not a part of it or they can't do anything, they don't want you doing it. So they'll just try to go up against you to stop you from making progress in your life. But we had that anyway with the slowness. These may be the people or the blockages that's preventing you from going forward. What is that about? Can I get another card? Like, what is that about? Can I get another card for service? The Bible says when I go to do good, evil is all around. So even no matter how much good you try to do, there's going to be something there to try to prevent it. Don't have nothing to do with you, really. It's just the way the atmosphere works. How they used to say, not today, devil. Can I get another card for service and these people coming up against Taurus and the work that they do? Can I get another card for service and another card for service and the work that you do? Oh, no cards want. So this is, I guess we have to speak right here. Can I get one for self-sufficiency and travel? I want to explain it to you the right way. I don't want to. Can I get a card for self-sufficiency and travel in the reverse, girl? Like, so this is pretty much going to be your reading. I wonder if they're gonna let us address the relationship. But like even with this, like that's why you're able to cut. That's why you're able to like cut away at the. These are meddling folks. That's what I'm here meddling. These are people who will try to meddle with your business. So just be mindful of meddling folks. They just meddle. This. They just meddle with people in their business. But this is why you have the Ace of Swords. You're able to quickly detect the meddlers in the room and deal with them accordingly. It's like we don't even have to call security to put you out. We're just going to make sure that you over there, as long as your meddling doesn't get out of control. These are people who want you to stop what you're doing and address them. And you're like, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and address them. I'm going to make sure that what they're doing doesn't like mess up my flow. As long as they're not going to be able to mess up your flow. These are just like meddlers. These are like, you know, when they have the comedians and they have hecklers in the crowd that want you to address them, and then you get on the heckler and they stop heckling you. So these are people that want you to stop what you're doing and address them. The problem is if you address them, you're going to cut that shit right out. They're going to feel played because this is cutting shit out. There's somebody that's being strict about what they say and aligning things. So they're going to get the issue trying to meddle in your business. So, well, what's the self-sufficiency and travel? But that's going to help you not be able to have a fit. What they want to do is mess up your event, your meet and greet, like whatever event you have going on. That's why they're trying to do that. But that's like as you pace yourself, it's going to make you not blow up. These are people that want you to blow up or forget what you're doing. Just distract you. These are just some meddling little folks, girl. They off the chain. But we got self-sufficiency and travel. So, yeah, that's the sun. So, that's being able to... you got to come up out of that. If you've been making slow progress, like it's going to lead you to where you need to be, to where you're finally able to take that big breath and be happy again. So this is like a person who's been working for a while and things have been moving forward just slowly. But that's what you got, the impatience card. Like the reason why things were going slower than usual or slower than you wanted it to be is to make sure that the failures did not come. Because if you would, it's like a person who gets quick success and then don't know what to do with their money and don't know what to do with their fame, and now they have all this other stuff that don't need to even be happening going on. All they wanted was success, but they got it too quick, too early, and didn't know what to do with it. So this is why your progress is going a little slow. Like I'm here, like God got you. He know what he doing. Trust him. Trust God. Like if you don't trust yourself, trust God. Like you're okay. It's just moving slower. Like you move. Do you know how to slow wine? Dirty wine? Like you dance slow then. Like dirty wine. This is a slow dance. But this is where the love is made. Like slow sex. Love making. You make love. It's not as fast and quick and rush to get to your thank you, ma'am. It's making love. So this is slow. But at the same time, you have this relationship right here. So this is why it was taking a long time, because this is making sure work and business don't interfere with your love life, or making sure that the two don't mix. You know how they say you can't take your home life to work because it interferes with your work. So that's why they had things going a little slower, so that your work life, your business life would not interfere with your love life. And these meddlers right here, they're causing more confusion than they need to be. They adding to the distractions, but they just some fucking distractions. These are meddling folks. Bitch, they want a medal or some shit. Bitch, find a way to get one. Don't meddle with me to get yourself a medal. Like, get back. But let's go to the part that's most important, I guess, because it is in the middle. We have relationship and we have clarity in reverse. So what can we get about this? What can we find out about this relationship in this clarity in reverse? Or what do you want Taurus to know about this relationship in this clarity in reverse? Yeah, that was the Emperor I seen about to slip out. Get into your baby girl, I'm proud of you. And worry about no way, I'm proud of you. Sorry, but it must be some pleasure. Ooh, must be some pleasure. Okay, so, I'm sorry, y'all. But this relationship, I don't know, man. This relationship brings about pleasure. Or like even with this, I'm saying like this relationship is lustful, it's tempting, but then it's like, where are we on the outside of the bedroom? Like, I know we make love and we do the thing, do the damn thing, but what's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that, Taurus? I don't understand. What's up with that? What are we doing? But they trying to bring you pleasure like through a relationship. And this is the ruin. Oh man. Why we got the ruin card right here, y'all? Yeah, I'm taking my time with this ring. You see, they got the impatience, so we need to take our time. Take our time, do it right. Why we got ruin? But I feel like that may even ruin, not ruin a relationship, but they could put a damper on it, like you not understanding, like, or the person not understanding, like, how deep is the like, how deep is your love for me? Tell me what it's going to be. There's Drew Hill. Not understanding how deep this relationship is, or not, them not giving you understanding. This could be a person that don't want to talk about how they feel. It's a person that don't want to talk about their feelings. But that ruins the atmosphere. Like, how do we know we got ruined? Like, how we... This is like a relationship that's like 90 days. What's for the Game Master or Truce? Is it another card? Yeah, I felt it. Virtue. Okay. So this relationship was... So with the clarity in reverse, I do apologize. This is the manipulation card. This is a person who manipulates things. So this person might try to manipulate you into a relationship is what I'm hearing. So the way this went was, this person must have just, one of you guys wanted it to just be pleasure, and the other person wanted more than that. And so this person did things that were manipulative, but it caused like ruin. But at the same time, they're trying to ruin the part of them that like is manipulative. Like if they use your emotions against you, or they use the sex more than anything, or something like that, they're trying to ruin that. They're trying to end that, because we have balance. Like they're trying to end that and call a truce to you, because they realize like your purity, that it's like they don't want to take you for granted. So they may have taken you for granted, and that was the reason this relationship was stalled for so long, or that's the reason why they could take you in the bedroom and tell you all those little love lies. Show me where your love lies. Waste the day and spend the night. Baby, show me where your love lies. I don't know about no love lies, girl. But anyway, they're trying to, so with the pleasure, the reason why there's no clarity, or they're not really explaining things to you like they should be doing, is because they're trying to get rid of the part of them that's manipulative. Like, this is a player. They play games. Okay? But I feel like they don't want to play with your pretty little heart. That's what I'm hearing. They don't want to play with your pretty little heart. Not anymore. Oh, not anymore. No, no. I've been the type of girlfriend that you think that nothing bother me. Yeah. I don't want it anymore. Yeah, you might not want this relationship no more. I don't want it anymore, because I dry my eyes and I realize I deserve somebody that'll treat me right. But this person is like trying to come to grips with the reality of them cheating you. So this might be the person who cheated you out of a fair relationship with you, and just chose to have you be in the bed with them, or chose to like convince you that it was more, but only treated you like it was just that. But they good with their words, so they probably was like, no, I love you, boo, you everything, but never really gave you everything that you needed. Like they told you those love lies. I'm sorry, they just told you those love lies. But they're trying to balance it out and trying to make it whole again, trying to make it back pure. They're trying to bring the truth back out, or trying to let you know how you feel. With this being said, I feel like this person did have some passion for you, some pleasure, because that's pleasure. They just were They just were young-minded, because that's the Knight of Swords, thinking that, these are people that think that they can do whatever, say whatever, and it'll never affect the outcome. They wasn't thinking about the ending. They wasn't. So, I mean, but they're trying to balance it out and cause like a truce. Calling a truce is like deading the issues that, deading the drama, getting rid of the things that were broken. So they're trying to fix what they broke. And I feel like they broke your heart. Maybe with their words, maybe with their condescending nature. But we do have ruin. So I was afraid with their pleasure. I'm like, is they trying to ruin the pleasure? They don't want to stop the pleasure. They don't want to. What is can't get enough of what you got. Good God, you hit the spot. Try to stay away, but I just cannot. This J. Cole and Trey Songz. I love J. Cole. But anyway, they can't stay away from you. Like I'm here like addicted. Like they may just be addicted to you, but their expression, you didn't want that. You could have done without that. It's almost like I could have done without you doing all. You could have done without that. Like even if y'all had like great sex, safe sex is great, but the best sex. But even if y'all had like a great time sexually or romantically, don't have to be sex. It could be romantically. It's what they did afterwards. They didn't have to do that. They could have gave you like the time of your life, the night of passion, and left the other shit out. But they chose to put that in there. But it's just because it was like, I'm hearing like pressure to decide whether we should be together or not. Just they were pressured. Or they felt pressured. You didn't have to do this to them. This could have been a person making stuff up in their mind. Taurus waiting on me to propose to them. And if you were, because this is it just, this person, the way they perceived it was not good. But nevertheless, they want to balance things out with you and try to make it happy again. Like, what's for true love? I said like the grandparents in the beginning, they may be trying to get advice from their grandparents, but they may realize like this is something that can last for a long time. But it's just the way it started. This could be people who started off as friends or started off just sexual and they turned into something that they didn't expect. So that's pressure, like, dang, my heart, I love you, you know what I mean? And I don't know why. Because it wasn't supposed to go that far. So for true love, we have dancer. So that's somebody dancing around the issues. So they could be dancing around the fact that they really love you. And them doing that is what cut you. Because they were trying to avoid telling you how they really felt. So they said a whole bunch of other stuff that came off dysfunctional. This is a person that's dysfunctional, them damn selves. They dysfunctional, okay? So when presented with true love or something that's true or something that's loving, that irritates a dysfunctional person. They don't know how to have like true peace because they dysfunctional. They live like their dysfunction is their comfort. This is comfortable to me. So this is bringing them out of their comfort zone. And I mean, look like they said some shit they shouldn't have said, because that's the Knight of Swords and that's the Ten of Swords. They said some shit they shouldn't have said. It probably backfired on them. I don't know if you guys can come back from that. What's for true? Y'all. Okay, I saw the Emperor card when I was shuffling and it wanted to come out on relationship. Rewind, bitch, because I said that. Anyway, the Emperor, he's the one dancing around, girl. He's the one dancing around the issues. I always read the Emperor as the masculine figure, but that also can be your father or whatnot if he was trying to be controlling or say some words to hurt your feelings that he shouldn't have said. Because remember, I brought up grandparents. This could have been your grandfather, your late grandfather, or a father that was not talking to you the way they should have been. Because men don't always know how to talk to women. They don't, depending on how they were raised. Especially fathers, they don't know how to give their daughters that love that they need or the love that they seek, in other, that's why they wind up seeking it in other men, because their father didn't talk to them right or treat them right. This is them realizing that they were just dancing around the issues of love because they didn't know how to deal with it. So he just was dancing around the issue, but in turn, with him dancing around those issues, he said some other stuff he shouldn't have said because he was just avoiding his heart space. And this is him leaving you in the blind. Like I said, somebody trying to leave you in the blind and not tell you how they deeply, truly feel. Not leave you in the dark, but like not tell you how they feel. This is a person that wants to know how you feel before they expose themselves because they're dysfunctional. So if somebody found out that their heart was being moved, you move. What is it? What is it? I am moved by you. India Irie. La la la. Yeah, I am moved by you. You move me with your presence. That's what the dancer like. You might move this person's heart, get the heart to flowing, even get their body, their juices flowing, and it turned into yeah. And they didn't know how to tell you that. This is a man that don't want you to see him as weak. So he gonna pretend that he don't feel all the feelings that he feel, in turn leaving you in the blind, not giving you the clarity. So what, nigga, what you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you trying to say then, bitch? Because I don't understand. And he don't want to tell you because his dysfunction kicks in and he feels like he don't have to. That's not the way he talks. That's not the way he has done things or whatnot. So girl, I'm having the whole stuff right here, but listen. If this ain't happened, it should have already happened though, Taurus. This is a person that you probably already know because it's the Six of Cups right there. It's a person. And just be mindful of men approaching you and not knowing what love is and the benefits of love in a loving relationship. And this is why they do that. When their heart kicks in and it removes, like I said, you move their heart. When their heart gets moved and it starts, you see how my hand is moving? It starts ticking. And it does something to them mentally that make them be like, oh, shit. I'm thinking again. I'm thinking right. But them thinking right, they think that that's wrong for them to think right because of their dysfunction. Dysfunctional people, when you finally tell them what's right, they feel like that's wrong. They feel like right is wrong and wrong is right because they're fucking dysfunctional. This is how dysfunction works. Right is wrong and wrong is right. So, girl, anyway. What is it? If loving you is wrong, then I don't want to be right. If being right means being without your right, girl. Just be careful, honey. But that's what I got for you, Taurus. That's what I got for you, Taurus. So let me see if I can get you an angel message. But nevertheless, this person is just dancing around the issue or whatever. So. Oh, that was not the Jesus card. And I know it didn't flip in reverse. Oh, girl. Yeah, I know y'all saw that. It looked like it flipped in reverse. So, this struggle, this is my Jesus card. I read this as my Jesus card. It's right here on this Emperor. But this is Jesus knowing, like, the issues you've had with men or even, like, with your father figure or whatever and trying to make it right or bring it down to a sense of understanding. But also being on this person's back for the way that they treated you. If you are a woman and a man treated you like he wasn't supposed to, or even your father, the words they spoke over your life were not fitting. They were not fitting for the situation. They chose the wrong words, did the wrong thing they shouldn't have done. They're being reprimanded by the good Lord. So what else we got that wanted to come out? For angel messages, we have health and pray. Like even with this on the sun, like this is like you praying for like a positive outcome and praying for better to happen or whatever, praying to get over these blockages. But it's right here, so it's almost like your prayer has already been heard and you're going to be able to overcome these blockages or these things that have been draining you or keeping you from moving the way you want to move. Is going to come to pass. But right here for this health, I feel like this was a situation that was, like I said, this person's dysfunctional. The way they treated you or the way they tried to handle this relationship was not healthy. And they're trying to make it healthy again. Because remember, we have balance. They're trying to make it healthy, but this person they weren't healthy mentally. And that's not your fault. But even with that being said, just because you're unhealthy or you're dysfunctional, that does not mean that you bring that to my door. This is not fucking even Stevens. That's not how I operate. But they're quickly realizing and they want to do better by you. Or really they have to because the Jesus card is here. And that's with these meddling people too. Just know that what the sun say, He has his hands on you. Just know that he has his hands on you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he has his hands on you. Yeah. He sees the tears you cry, and he waits and he feels the pain inside. Sometimes you wonder why he allows you to go through what you go through. That's Marvin Sapp. But just know he has his hands on you. So you probably don't know why you went through this or probably didn't even want to go through it. But just know the good Lord has his hands on you, and he's dealing with these type of people that do this to you, or these men, or even his father figure, or even if this was your spouse, for doing that to you. They just basically mishandled you. So Taurus, I do love you because I am running out of time, but I pray that you understood that message. I know it took time to come out. But we do have the impatience, but that was just to make sure that I didn't say it the wrong way. Make sure that you receive, you get the message that you need. So I do love you, Taurus, and I pray that you have an amazing week.